Shalom. First and foremost, I want to start by giving all praise, all honor, all glory to Yahweh, Bahasham, Yahweh Shai, Bahasham Rakakwadash. A double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone for teaching me this truth according to the Bible through the spirit and power of Yahweh. Bahasham Yahweh Shai, and a sincere peace and salutation to all you hopeful elect Akim out there, pushing his word in all truth and sincerity, doing the work as Yahweh, Bahasham Yahweh Shai has created us to do, so he can wake up and seal the elect of the nation of Israel, which consists of you so-called blacks, Hispanics, Native Americans, and Seminole Indians, and also you Israelites who are scattered amongst the heathen nations that may look like the heathen nations, but your father's seed line of your lineage goes back to you being a so-called black, Hispanic, Native American, and Seminole Indian, one of the 12 tribes of the children of Israel. And Shalom. It's your brother Halak here from the GMS Denver camp, coming back once again through the spirit and power of Yahweh, Bahasham Yahweh Shah, with another lesson. And before we get into this article, I want to start right here in Isaiah 46 and 10. It says, declaring the end from the beginning, and from ancient times the things that are not yet done, saying, my counsel shall stand, and I will do all my pleasure. And this is what we're witnessing play out all throughout the earth. What Yahweh, Bahasham Yahweh Shah has declared it was going to be from the beginning. You see, everything on this earth is playing out just how the Most High said it would. You see? And it's all leading up to ultimately the destruction of America. Now, you have here from the Lockheed Martin website, right? It says Golden Dome for America. You see? Now, what is it going to say? Golden Dome stands as an impenetrable shield safeguarding the American homeland with unwavering precision, ensuring the security and resilience of our nation. Golden Dome for America is a revolutionary concept to further the goals of peace through strength in President Trump's vision for deterring adversaries from attacks on the homeland. This next generation defense shield will identify incoming projectiles, calculate trajectory, and deploy interceptor missiles to destroy them mid-flight, safeguarding the homeland and projecting American strength. And guess what? This is all for naught. This is all for nothing because the Most High has already ordained that America is going to be destroyed. You see? It is going to be destroyed by way of 200 million thermonuclear warheads, as is laid out in biblical prophecy. And America is going to suffer the same fate as Sodom and Gomorrah. Destruction by fire and brimstone raining from the heavens. That's what it's going to be. This Golden Dome bullshit is just that. It's some bullshit. You see, and Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shah has already told us in prophecy that there's nothing that Esau is going to be able to do to stop this, man. So, what I want to do, because this goes right into what Joel chapter 2 goes into. So, let's go into that real quick. Joel chapter 2. Just a few verses, and we'll grab a few more precepts and wrap it up. So, this is Joel chapter 2, verse 1. It says, blow ye the trumpet in Zion, and sound an alarm in my holy mountain. Let all the inhabitants of the land tremble, for the day of Yahweh cometh, for it is not at hand. And the true men of the Lord that are blowing the trumpet, are the men of Great Millstone, and the brothers who teach the same doctrine as Great Millstone. We are blowing this trumpet, giving a warning to our people that what? The day of the Lord is at hand. It would behoove you to repent and turn back to your power through faith in his son Yahweh Shai and correct your behavior, because great judgment is about to be poured out. That's what the day of the Lord consists of. Now, verse 2 goes on to say what? A day of darkness and of gloominess, a day of clouds and of thick darkness, as the morning spread upon the mountains, a great people and a strong, there have not been ever the like, neither shall there be any more after it, even to the years of many generations. And this is going into this destructive army that the Most High has had created by these heathen nations, going into the ICBMs. See, these missiles were created for one reason and one reason only, and that's to destroy. And it tells us that in Isaiah 54 and 16, that what? Behold, I have created the smith that bloweth the coals in the fire, and that bringeth forth an instrument for his work. And I have created the waster to destroy. The smith that bloweth the coals in the fire, fire is going into those nuclear physicists who the Most High gave the understanding of this technology to. And with the understanding of this technology, they brought forth a what? A weapon to destroy the waster. First as the atom bomb, and now it's evolved into what it is today. You see these nuclear warheads. And they've been created for one reason and one reason only. And their sole purpose is to do what? To destroy America. Now, you're going to have other regions of the earth hit, but the main destruction is going to take place here in this land. Babylon the Great. You see, and it's all a punishment and a judgment coming upon the Edomites in this land. For what? For what they've done unto us. You see this history that they're so proud of, this flag that they love to exalt and act like this is the best country in the world. Guess what? A judgment is coming for all that has been done unto us so-called blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans here in this land. And that's what this destruction is all about. You see? This is what's coming. Now, we go back to Joel chapter 2, right? So that is talking about those nuclear warheads, the missiles. Now, Joel 2 and 3 goes on to say what? A fire devoureth before them, and behind them a flame burneth. The fire that devours before them is going into the destructive power of the missile, which is the warhead. That's the fire that devours before them. It says what? And behind them a flame burneth goes into what? Those rocket propulsion systems that get the rocket from point A to point B. You see? Now, what does it say? Verse 3, the land is as the Garden of Eden before them, and behind them a desolate wilderness. Yeah, and nothing shall escape, because this land is built up right now. Talking about building the Golden Dome to basically to protect this land and, from incoming threats or what have you. But the prophecy tells us nothing is going to escape. So that lets you know right there that this Iron Dome, or not the Iron Dome, this Golden Dome is not going to work. It's going to fail. Why? Because it's the Most High's will for America to be completely destroyed and become a desolation. This is what's laid out all throughout biblical prophecy, man. And there is nothing that Esau can do or set up to get up out of it. Nothing. And we're going to continue to make this known. You see? Now, verse 4 goes on to say what? The appearance of them is as the appearance of horses, and as horsemen, so shall they run. They're swift, they're fast. You have Russia with the highest form of ICBM, the hypersonic ICBM warhead, right? It says it can get to America in less than 15 minutes. That's why they've been likened unto horses, because horses are swift, they're fast, and that's a perfect comparison for these ICBMs, man. You see? Verse 5 says what? Like the noise of chariots on the tops of mountains shall they leap. Like the noise of a flame of fire that devoureth the stubble, as a strong people set in battle array. Before their face the people shall be pained, much pained. All faces gather blackness. Because beginning with our apostles and elders, man, they've been out there for decades telling you that this destruction was coming to America. And us younger brothers, we've been telling you for years that this destruction is coming to America. And why have we been telling you this? Is because this is what the Most High's will is for America. Only you dumbass Americans believe that only you dumbass Americans believe that America was going to continue on forever. That was never in the Most High's will. That was never in the Most High's intent for this land. Just like all the heathen empires before it, the Most High stamped an expiration date upon America, and we're fastly approaching that date, and it's going to end in fire, just like Sodom and Gomorrah before it. You see, and when this destruction is barreling down upon you, the inhabitants of this land, it says what? All faces shall gather blackness, gloominess, despair, a complete loss of hope. And that's when you're going to come into the realization that these men, us who've been on these highways and byways each and every week, those of us who've been making these videos every day, that we were right. You see, it tells you that's when you're gonna know that a prophet has been among you. We've been telling you this. And all you can find to do is mock, scoff, talk shit. Well, they've been saying it was gonna be okay. It is. Like the scriptures tell you, although it tarry, wait for it because it will surely come, it will not tarry. And these devils know deep down inside themselves that something is coming, and this is why you have Donald Trump trying to erect a Golden Dome defense system. You see? Because war is coming. You see? War is coming. And how is this war going to be fought? It tells us exactly how. Isaiah 9 and 5, it says, "For every battle of the warrior is with confused noise and garments rolled in blood. But this shall be with burning and fuel of fire." You see that all the ancient battles were fought with what? Close quarters combat. You see? War cries, sword and shield clanging. You see? People letting out screams of death. That's how the ancient battles were fought. But this last major war that's going to be fought on the earth, World War III, is going to be fought with burning and fuel of fire in the form of ICBM missiles, man. This is what's coming. And when these things are unleashed, the place, the site of the main destruction is going to be where? Here in the land of America. So this Golden Dome is not going to deter what Yahweh Bahasham Yahweh Shai has already proclaimed is going to be. It's already been set in motion from the beginning of the creation, man. It was always going to end like this for America. This is what was always in store according to the Most High's will for this land. And that day fastly approaches, you see. Now let's go back to Joel chapter 2. In 7 it says, "They shall run like mighty men. They shall climb the wall like men of war. And they shall march every one on his ways. And they shall not break their ranks." You see that? This is what it's going to be. They're going to enter into the windows, in at the windows as a thief. You see? As it tells you in Isaiah 34, "My sword shall be bathed in heaven." Let's get that real quick. Going into the missiles, right? Isaiah 34 and 5, it says, "For my sword shall be bathed in heaven. Behold, it shall come down upon Idumea and upon the people of my curse to judgment." That sword is going to be bathed in heaven. It's talking about when these warheads are launched into the upper atmosphere, traveling through space to their destination. You see, which is going to be America. You see? And the inhabitants of this land, the Idumeans. Hey, right along with 2/3 of you so-called blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans who want to continue to cleave unto these devils. You see? Verse 6 goes on to say what? "The sword of Yahweh is filled with blood. It is made fat with fatness, with the blood of lambs and goats, with the fat of the kidneys of rams. For Yahweh have a sacrifice in Basra, and a great slaughter in the land of Idumea." This is what the Most High is about to do in this land. So once again, a Golden Dome is not going to deter what's already been written, what's already been set in motion from the beginning. This is what it has to be because the Most High has spoken it, and it will be fulfilled. You see? Ain't shit you Edomites gonna do together this, man. It's over with. Let's get NLT real quick. I want to read those first two in the NLT. It says, Isaiah 34:5 in the NLT, it says, "And when my sword has finished its work in the heavens, it will fall upon Edom," the so-called white race, "the nation I have marked for destruction." How did and what form of destruction is the Most High going to bring upon the Edomites? The destruction, you see, by way of nuclear fire. You see, this is what it's going to be. It goes on to say in verse 6, "The sword of Yahweh is drenched with blood and covered with fat, with the blood of lambs and goats, with the fat of rams prepared for sacrifice." Yes, Yahweh will offer a sacrifice in the city of Basra, which is America. He will make a mighty slaughter in Edom. Once again, that represents America. That's what's set to befall this place. The entire land and everything in it is going to be burned up with fire, man. You see? Now matter of fact, back in the KJV, Isaiah 34:7, it says, "And the unicorn shall come down with them, and the bullocks with the bulls, and their land shall be soaked with blood, and their dust made fat with fatness." And verse 8 tells you why the Most High is going to destroy this place the way he's going to do it. Verse 8 says what? "For it is the day of Yahweh's vengeance, and the year of recompenses for the controversy of Zion." Let's read this in the NLT. Isaiah 34:8. "For it is the day of Yahweh's vengeance, the year when Edom will be paid back for all it did to Israel." You see that? For the bloody history of America. This is why Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shah is bringing his destruction upon this place this way. For all that this land, let me say it like this, for all that has been done unto us so-called blacks, Hispanics, Native Americans, and Seminole Indians in this land. You see? This is a punishment from the Most High. Now, what is it going to say? Verse 9, Isaiah 34:9 KJV. "And the streams thereof shall be turned, and the streams thereof shall be turned into pitch, and the dust thereof into brimstone, and the land thereof shall become burning pitch. It shall not be quenched night nor day. The smoke thereof shall go up forever. From generation to generation it shall lie waste. None shall pass through it forever and ever." This is the fate of America. You see that? Isaiah 34:9 NLT. "The streams of Edom will be filled with burning pitch, and the ground will be covered with fire. The judgment on Edom will never end. The smoke of its burning will rise forever. The land will lie deserted. From generation to generation, no one will live there anymore." And this is talking about the fate of America. So what does that let you know about this Golden Dome missile defense system? That shit is going to fail. And we've been telling you that this is what it's going to be. All through the Holy Spirit of Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shah, man. Now we go back to Joel chapter 2. In 8 it says, "Neither shall one thrust another. They shall walk everyone in his paths." There ain't going to be no mid-air collisions between any ICBMs. They're going to go exactly where the Most High has had these things coordinated to go. They're not going to deviate or die mid-air. No. Every single one of those missiles, right along with every single one of those warheads, has a purpose and is going to fulfill the Most High's will. Trust and believe it. So Joel chapter 2, verse 8, it says, "And when they fall upon the sword, they shall not be wounded." Now, that's why I wanted to get this, because he's talking about this Golden Dome, right? It tells you that what? This is going to use, it's going to fight against incoming projectiles, right? And it's going to deploy interceptor missiles, right? Now, when you go into this word, that the Lord is cold, man. When you go into this word for sword, you see, it goes into what? Weapon, missile, sprout. Missile, weapon, sprout, shoot. You see that? So this is talking about a missile defense system. When these warheads enter back into the atmosphere, these missile defense systems are not going to be able to stop these warheads, man. Why? It's because it's the Most High's will for every single one of those warheads, you see, to play a part in the destruction of America. And there's nothing that is going to stop them, man. You see? So Joel 2:8 says, "Neither shall one thrust another. They shall walk every one in his path. And when they fall upon the sword, they shall not be wounded." So it ain't shit. Any of these, the Patriot missile defense system, the fucking Golden Dome missile defense system, the Iron Dome, ain't none of that shit gonna work once the Most High has these missiles fired off. You see, because the Most High has it out for the promised land to be engulfed in fire, to be purified, and for the entire land of America to be engulfed in fire, to be a complete desolation forever, that no one will ever inhabit it again. You see? Now it goes on to say, Joel chapter 2, verse 9, it says, "They shall run to and fro in the city. They shall run upon the wall. They shall climb upon the houses, and they shall enter in at the windows like a thief." Verse 10, The earth shall quake before them. The heaven shall tremble. The sun and the moon shall be dark, and the stars shall withdraw her shining. You see that? And that's just going into the destructive power of these missiles. Is going to cause a great earthquake. All the smoke of everything burning in this place is going to bellow up into the upper atmosphere, blocking out the lights of heaven. You see? This is all a part of the Most High's will for America, man. A complete and utter desolation, and it's written many places all throughout the scriptures. You see that? Joel 2:11 it says, and Yahweh shall utter his voice before his army, for his camp is very great. For he is strong that executeth his word. For the day of Yahweh is great and very terrible, and who can abide in it? There it is. You see, he is very strong that executeth his word. That's what's being executed when we talk about, that's what's going to be executed when we talk about the destruction of America. The Most High's word is, once again, this is going to be fulfilled, man. Ain't no stopping this. This is being set in motion from the beginning, and it ain't going to stop until everything is fulfilled. Now, let's get a couple more and we'll wrap it up. Let's get Isaiah 13 and 19. It says, in Babylon, which is America, the glory of kingdoms, do not these Americans proclaim that this is the greatest country in the world? Hell, even the heathen that leave their countries come over here and they'll say America's the greatest country in the world, making what? America the glory of kingdoms. You ain't had nobody leaving America to go live the Russian dream. That ain't even the fucking thing. They were leaving their homelands to come to America to do what? To live the American dream, because what? America, Babylon the Great, is the glory of kingdoms. So Isaiah 13 and 19 it says, and Babylon, the glory of kingdoms, the beauty of the Chaldees' excellency, shall be as when the Most High overthrew Sodom and Gomorrah. And how did the Most High overthrow Sodom and Gomorrah? By raining fire and brimstone from the heavens upon that place and the neighboring cities of it. Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shai is going to do the same thing to the land of America and the inhabitants of it, man. Verse 20 goes on to say, it shall never be inhabited, neither shall it be dwelt in from generation to generation. Neither shall the Arabian pitch tent there, neither shall the shepherds make their fold there. You see, no more heathen coming up here, setting up shop, making money. All that's going to be burned up and never erected in this place ever again. You see? Verse 21 says what? But wild beasts of the desert shall lie there, and their houses shall be full of doleful creatures. And owls shall dwell there, and satyrs shall dance there. And the wild beasts of the island shall cry in their desolate houses, and dragons in their pleasant palaces. And her time is near to come, and her days shall not be prolonged. You see that? This golden dome is not prolonging anything. It's inevitable, man. It can't be stopped. Yahweh Bahasham Yahweh Shah is going to destroy this land. Just as he's laid it out all throughout biblical prophecy, it must be fulfilled because the Most High spoke it. Let's get Jeremiah 49 and 17. It says, and it shows you that Babylon the Great and Edom are synonymous. Listen, Jeremiah 49 and 17, it says, also Edom shall be a desolation. Everyone that goeth by it shall be astonished, and shall hiss at all the plagues thereof. This is the same judgment written about what? Babylon the Great. And that shows you Edom and Babylon go hand in hand. When you read about Edom receiving being the desolation, that's going into America. You see, that's the judgment upon the Edomites here in America, man, for their land to be destroyed with them in it. Verse 18 says what? Jeremiah 49 and 18. As in the overthrow of Sodom and Gomorrah, and the neighbor cities thereof, saith Yahweh, Bahasham Yahweh Shai, no man shall abide there, neither shall a son of man dwell in it. And this is the fate of America. And the goddamn golden dome, a golden dome is not going to stop what has already been set in motion from the beginning. These devils trying to come up with anything to get out of judgment. No, man, it's over with. It's over. It's over. You see? Judgment is coming to you devils, man, and you can't get out of it. You see? But I just wanted to bring that out real quick because as soon as I seen that, I was like, oh, that's Joel chapter 2. You see? This dome and none of those other missile defense systems are going to stop these ICBMs once they begin to enter back into the atmosphere, man. They're going to do exactly what Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shah has credited them to do, to waste and destroy, with the greatest portion of destruction happening here in the land of America. You see? So with that, man, I'm going to end it by giving all praise, all honor, all glory to Yahweh, Bahasham, Yahweh Shah, Bahasham Rakakwadash. A double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone for teaching me this truth according to the Bible through the spirit and power of Yahweh, Bahasham, Yahweh Shah. And a sincere peace and salutation to all you hopeful elect Ikim out there pushing his word in all truth and sincerity, doing the work as Yahweh, Bahasham, Yahweh Shah has created us to do. With that, I'm going to say Shalom, Wa, Abba, Abba.